from the St. Croix Yacht Club. After another long, grueling, and antidepressant-filled winter, summer is finally here. All aboard! For new members to the Yacht Club, welcome to our third annual newsletter, written by me, Donna Warren. For those of you who haven't met me yet, I am the first mate of Sojourn, the 37-foot yacht run by Captain Mike Neitzel. Most of you are familiar with Mike for his loud mouth, questionable manners, and wicked serve on the volleyball court. Hopefully, those bad knees and chicken legs of his will keep him in the game for another summer. He shocked everyone who attended the Cruisers Rendezvous last year when he and his team, the Voting Bachelors, took first place against the Houseboat Homos in their annual volleyball competition. Now, I don't mean to sound derogatory, but speaking of homos, I want to inform everyone of the new lesbian couple that just joined the yacht club this spring. I don't have anything against the gays because until now, I've never known any. But I have been deeply offended by the butch one, whatever her name is. She continues to come on to me and I am not amused. Fellas, I suggest you keep your wives close this summer. She's like a bulldog in heat and I don't trust her for 1 second. Anyways, this is an exciting year for Mike, as he will be our new beach captain at Catfish Beach, exclusive to members and guests only, of course. As most of us know, Captain Mike runs a tight ship, so we will be enforcing some new beach rules that I hope all will comply with. First off, children under the age of 15 will no longer be welcome to play in any volleyball games. Now I know this seems a bit harsh, but we all remember what happened to little 10-year-old Thomas last summer when he sank that serve right into the net with a tied game of 14-all. Naturally, Mike lost his cool, tackled him in the sand, dragged him into the water to drown him, I suppose, and ended up tripping over the Ericsson's anchor, resulting in a very bad sprain that left him out of the game for the rest of the year. But don't worry, folks. Your kids can still participate in different ways. They are welcome to stand on the sidelines to retrieve the balls when they're hit by some drunk blonde amateur into the water. And we would also like them around to fetch us cheerleaders some cold wine coolers. The second rule we would like enforced is a designated smoking area. Now I know that the disgusting habit is still legal and that we are all outdoors enjoying the same fresh air. But that's the point. My fresh air is being polluted by you, and frankly, my allergies can't handle it. I've got people on my side with this one, including Lynn Olson from A Lonesome Ride. We propose that smokers will inhale their cancer sticks only at the point where the beach ends and the water comes in from all sides. No worries, folks. The water is very shallow, but use caution as there are drownings reported there every year because of the many drop-offs and strong currents. The last rule I would like to enforce is a personal one, but I'm sure many wives would agree with it. I will no longer tolerate the attire of the new river rats who just joined the club this last summer. How they even got into the club is beyond me. I would appreciate it if the girlfriends of these alleged members wouldn't mind wearing something more than a string bikini that barely covers their nipples. As we all know, Mike and I still aren't married, after 19 years, mind you. And I don't need his eyes wandering over to some fake-breasted tramp, as I am way too invested in this yacht club to get dumped now. Heaven forbid I have to spend my remaining summers locked up in my subsidized apartment with all the hillbillies and thugs running from the cops, breaking into my place to get their hands on my prescription pill collection. Now, on a lighter note, Mike and I have some very exciting news. No, we're not engaged. If that were the case, I'd forget this stupid newsletter and just rent a blimp that announced our engagement while it floated above the entire river. He did, however, commit to something big, and that something is a brand new boat. We are the proud new owners of a 39-foot cruiser's yacht coming soon to a river near you. Unfortunately, our new yet modest yacht may not be turning many heads this year, since Mike decided to go with the smaller model for its sporty appeal and shoebox-sized kitchen. Don't even get me started on the size of the closets. I tried my darndest to get him to go with a 44-foot, since he insists on parking the boat next to the Burns, who have always had a bigger boat than us, making ours look like something that could be operated by a kid with a remote control. He never listens though, and when he finally decides to use his boat for entertaining, he'll see what I'm talking about. Well, to wrap things up, I'd like to conclude this year's third annual newsletter by sending out my deepest condolences to the Ulrichs, who have recently filed for divorce. It shouldn't be a surprise to anyone that Bill Ulrich was finally caught having an affair with Christine Bradley, the middle-aged single woman from Joyride. I always knew that he was two-timing on his poor wife Karen, but when I announced my suspicions at last year's spaghetti western party, Mike just told me to shut my big mouth and dumped me again for the third time that summer. I would like to apologize to everyone at the Afton Marina who was involved in the police questioning that night. But I don't think I need to explain why I refused to leave a boat that might as well be half mine. On a final note, I'd like everyone to keep my family in their prayers. My eldest daughter, Katie, who I'm sure you all remember from her embarrassing behavior at the Catfish Beach party last year, has recently been readmitted into treatment for her addiction to heroin. I know the Thompsons are going through something similar with their daughter and her alcoholism. Also, my only son, Paul, just had a baby boy this Christmas. Unfortunately, he refrained from sharing the news with me, so please pray for his insensitivity as well. One last thing, if there are any new bachelors to the club, my youngest daughter Ashley is still single and straight, so don't get any ideas, Butch. At least I think she's straight. All right, boaters, let's have a fantastic summer, and I'll see you on the river. Sincerely, Donna Warren.
Yeah.